You guys, this is the one I've been waiting for. This is a big day. This is the day where we go from making cute little things with squishy sides to really good forms. It happens now. I'm so excited. Did I have Red Bull? Yeah, I did. This is when we go from making good things to making great things. Things to know. There are 3 major developments we're going to go through today. Number 1, we're going to switch from tape to glue. Taping on the outside, it's always visible, and it doesn't look good. Unless you do an immaculate taping job, it just looks like you tape together a box. It looks like a gift box. Glue, on the other hand, is hidden. You don't see glue, and it makes forms look good. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We are also... Do I want to tell you yet? No, I'm not going to tell you yet. Let's go through the process, and then you'll see what I mean. Yesterday, we started with the squares. So today, let's start with the pyramid. What I want to do right now is take the pyramid we made yesterday and disassemble it again. Basically, we're just going to cut through the tape we put on yesterday. And just to revisit this is what the tape looks like. It's okay, but we can see all these gaps in the sides. We are back to where we were yesterday. If we were going to glue this together now, the problem we run into, the problem is that there's nothing to glue together here. So we need to figure out how to solve that problem. That's problem 1. We need to figure out where to put the glue. Another thing I want to tackle is, if you'll remember from yesterday, when we make something like this and fold all the elements up, all the nice folds go on the bottom. And the shame of that is, when you stand it up, you don't see the nice folds. So what we end up seeing is these pieces that come together awkwardly, but the folds are on the bottom where you never see. See? So what I challenge you to think about is, how can we move the folds from the bottom to up here and make this look better? I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to do that now. You know this form. This is the one we made yesterday. This is a computer version of this. I'm going to cut this out real quick. We've got this shape that you can make in whatever way you want. This is just how I like to work. If we fold these arms up, it's going to come together and make a pyramid. And that's good. I'm glad you know that. I'm glad we know that. That's great. This is where we should be. This is the part where I want you to pay attention. Check this idea. Like think this through with me. What if instead of having the sides fold up, we move the folds somewhere else? Watch this. Here we go. Let me label this real quick. Look at the bottom 4 sides. What if instead of folding things up from the bottom, we put this up here? So now, when we fold this one up and this one comes around, we make 2 sides of the pyramid. And this is where it gets interesting. Follow my logic here. If we take this one and put it here, and this one and put it here or here, it doesn't actually matter. We should be able to wrap the sides around in folds and make it really pretty. Let's do it real quick. If we were making a 3-sided pyramid, we already have it done. If we're making a 4-sided pyramid, there's 3 of the 4 sides, and then that one could just fold up, but let's wrap it around instead. Do you see what's going on? How cool is this? What's cool about this is, if we make this out of paper, we have a fold, a fold, a fold, and then we can just wrap the thing up and make a pyramid that should be a lot cleaner. So you're probably wondering, hey, have you done that? I have. This is what it looks like. Okay? You on board? Me too. Let's label this really quick. And if you're following the logic, this is going to be a fold, that's a fold, and that's a fold, and that's a fold. This should be a whole lot cleaner. Let's cut it out right now. Okay, now if we fold it, it should be pretty. Let's fold it. Look at how much nicer that is. We got 1, 2, 3 folds right on top. We have one seam line here, and then seams on the bottom. So let's finish that real quick. Look at that. That is a way more beautiful thing. We have a fold, a fold, a fold, and then one seam here. And the seams on the bottom, when it's on the table, you can hardly see those. Here are the things that bother me. I don't like seeing the tape here. I feel like we can do better than that. I don't like seeing the tape on the bottom. I feel like we can do better than that. So you might ask how. Let me show you what I'm thinking. We want to use glue, right? Because it's invisible and you can't see it. The problem we face is right here, there's nowhere to put glue. There's nowhere to make it strong. What if we put another one on here? What if we put one on that will overlap the other ones and then give us a glue surface? That's what I think the smart move is. So you may be wondering, have I made a template for that? Yeah, I have. Looks like this. We're going to fold this all up, and then this one's going to tuck under that one, and we'll glue it together. No, just a fold, 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 assemble and glue. What's nice about working like this is when you're folding, it's really easy to fold this to here. I'm just lining that edge up with there and that edge up to there. It's a pretty straightforward thing, I think. For the bottom, sometimes I'll fold that in reverse first just so I can see it. Then I'll fold it back the other way. And then we're just going to fold all the way around. Okay, are you ready? There it is. Look at how nice that looks. All we need to do is put some glue on here and glue this surface to there. And we've made a beautiful, perfect pyramid. So here's the truth. I don't know a whole lot about glue yet. This glue stick seems to work pretty well. I'm sure there's better stuff out there. I just don't know what it is yet. So I'm exploring. I write notes for myself because I'm forgetful sometimes. So that's a glue surface, but we know we want to put the glue there actually, and then it's going to glue to there. Oh, that might have been a lot of glue. Yeah, that was too much glue. All right, we'll do it better next time. Put it down. Layer seams together perfectly. And look at that. That is an amazingly beautiful, perfect pyramid. And now we just have to put the base on. I hope you're thinking right now, hey stupid, the base looks bad. We have one fold, which is nice, but the rest, like, it's floppy and we still have to tape the top to the base. That looks bad. How can we do it better? What can you imagine? Like, this is great. This looks really good. How do we fix this? I know what I think, but what do you think? What are you imagining right now? Like, how do we do this better? How do we get rid of this? What I think we should do is put the tabs on the bottom here so it can wrap around the bottom and then we can glue it to the bottom. So you're probably wondering, have you done that? Yeah, I have. That is what I imagine it should look like. So we have our base, our sides, our glue surface, and then these little guys are going to wrap around the bottom, glue to the bottom, and make a perfect pyramid. This is the end goal. This is the thing I want you to do. My hope right now is that our path that led us here makes sense to you, and you're like, yeah, of course. For the last time, I'm going to cut out this shape, and then we're going to assemble it, and hopefully have the best work we can do making pyramids. Here we go. Okay, I think this is going to be the best thing. All we do now is fold, 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 fold. Let's do that faster, huh? Are you ready? I'm ready. We tuck that under, we bring it up, we bring those little tabs underneath, and there it is. That's a perfect, beautiful little pyramid. I'm gonna glue it together real quick. This time I'm gonna use a toothpick because it seems better. There's probably a better way to do this. I will learn it and I will share. But we have glue there. We line that up nicely. And we fold that down really carefully. And we have to let the glue dry. So now we have the pyramid cap. And then I'm going to put glue on the bottom of these three and glue it to the bottom. It's a little tricky to hold the tabs down. There's probably a better way. I don't know the better way. This is as far as I've gotten. I think this is very, very good. But if you have a way of doing the bottom better, let me know. I think in terms of presentation, this looks very good. There's no tape, there's no seams, there's no problems. If I'm gonna be a little critical, you see the little bit of the tab sticking out down there? I'm not delighted with that, so I'd like to figure out how to do, you know what? I don't like this. I thought this was gonna be as far as the process went. This is as far as I expect you to go. This is what I want from you. This is a beautiful thing. If you can do better than this, do better than this and turn it in. But we have no tape, we have no seams, we have a thing that looks beautiful from all angles. Well, not from here, but from the top all the way around, we've made a beautiful thing. And now we can do great things with this. What I want from you is one of these. I want to see pictures of it flared open the way that was, and then a nice closed one. Show me your seam lines. Show me the bottoms. Like, show me how you... I'm really not happy with this. This is bad. How do we do that one better? I just had a thought. What if we take one of the 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares that we used yesterday? Oh, and glue that to the bottom. That's better. Okay, all right, let's try that. I'm starting to feel like this glue stick isn't the best thing because it's kind of messy and gross, but let's just try it anyway. Glue on the tab, glue on the tab, glue on the tab. Oh, gross. Oh yeah, it's like gets on your fingers. There's gotta be a better, I will find a better glue. For our purposes now, I'm putting glue on all the edges of the bottom. I'm gonna line this up nicely. I'm gonna press it down. I don't know if that's the right fix. Feels kind of like we put a Band-Aid on it, but we're experimenting. We spent a long time in this video to make a perfect pyramid. It's not quite perfect, but this is very good. This is great, and this is what I want from you. Give me one of those, please. I am bothered by the fact that I didn't pull this off as well as I'd like to. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of imagining on the computer how to do it better. My thinking is, what if the tab was the full width of the side, and then what if it came in and maybe tucked into a slit that was in the bottom, so it tucked in there, and then we did the same thing on these three sides. And I think that might be good, so I'm actually going to try that. And this is where pencils and sketching is good. I don't know anything precisely right now. I think I want it to look like that. So the tip of that triangle that's just about 1 inch out. Okay, we can work with that. Let's go over to the computer. I'll show you how I would try and solve this in the computer. I'm going to delete the tabs we have. And now we know that we want this point to go up 1 inch. And then we know that we want the line to come back down to the corner. And now I can do something called array and just spread this around the form. Watch this. And then we'll just erase the ones we don't need. And then in the base, we'll put a little slit in, 3/4 of an inch in. You know what we gotta do? We gotta cut this out, so let's do it. And that's better. 3 good folds. Fold, 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 fold all the way around. And then just some messy tucks to figure out. And there's probably a better way to do this that I can't figure out right now. But I'm a lot happier with this. That's a nice thing. I'm proud. I'm proud of this. You don't have to take it this far. But if you want to, go for it. This is the process, though. We're never done. There's always a way to do it better and smoother and faster and more thoughtfully. As of right now, this is the best I can do. So show me what the best you can do is. I'm going to glue this together, but even without glue, that's a good looking thing. That's great. Most of you aren't going to use the computer to do this project, and that's totally fine. To make something like this the way we did, by cutting and taping and cutting and taping and cutting and taping, that's totally worthwhile. What you then do is take this, put it on a piece of paper, and really carefully with a sharp pencil, come in and trace the outline. I use these marks like construction lines. I carefully extend those lines. And this is why I had you practice making really careful lines. And there's the same shape as this. You can connect the intersections to make this look more like this. And that's how you do it. Just be really careful with your lines, really careful with your marking. Every step of the process, you want to be precise with your cuts, with your angles, with your taping, with everything. That's as legitimate a way of working as working in the computer. So if you can't do one, do the other. It's all good. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for hanging out, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you make. Have a great day. Okay, bye.